everybody. This is my video response for evaluating my school. So the first question is, where is your school in compliance with these administrative tasks? So as I was reading and looking or listening to our PowerPoint presentation, a lot of things came to mind that we're doing right. And how do I know this? Our athletic director is a pretty solid communicator, and he also explains the why behind when he tells us to do things, which I really appreciate as working with him and under him. So the scheduling, we follow the 3C2A state protocol. We also, being a community college, are in a class system, and but also are following 3C2A bylaws in terms of hours of contact per week, because office hours and anything related to volleyball that can help or gain and performance is considered a contact, and you have 12 hours a week. And so we're aware of that. We take compliance exams, and so we're therefore responsible to know those rules, and if violated, you can be sanctioned. So we follow those pretty strictly and keep each other accountable, because we want to do things right, especially being a Christian myself. That's really important to me, to do things right and not to abuse time with student athletes. The rules are there for a reason, and just for peace of mind too, to do things ethically right. In the end, I think the Lord, and well, at least in my experience, He's blessed me. So not saying I'm perfect, but I really strive to not err there. I think game management is good. We follow the protocol of the 3C2A. Everything that we need is there. We have a trainer that is neutral to both schools. Everything is organized by our athletic director, and he uses us as help because he does not have an assistant athletic director yet, or even an athletic secretary. So he works incredibly long hours, and so we have to really help to keep things running excellently. Transportation is through the district at our school, and there is policy in terms of travel. Our school cannot travel beyond Bakersfield unless it's a state championship. Just to keep cost containment is really important. Keep those costs down. So we follow that protocol as well. You have to be cleared to drive in terms of liability through our district, and they're very strict about that, as they should be. The only all players go in our vans, but the only exception to that is if an out-of-state parent is there, they can get released to their parents because they don't see them. So that's through our athletic department, and that has to be in written format. I like the idea of Schedule Star, although it's not a compliance issue. Obviously, you have to turn in your schedules on time and get them into what we have it's called Presto Sports by a certain date. I think that our department needs immense improvement in this area in terms of all of the sports combined, knowing what's going on together. We all individually operate, but there's no unity in terms of scheduling. I think Schedule Star would solve the problem. I've used it at the high school level, and there's no reason why we can't use it at the college level. We wouldn't use highschoolsports.net because we're not connecting with parents. We're working with all adults, a few 17-year-olds, but within a few months they turn 18. for the most part in intercollegiate athletics at our level. The only thing where we are out of compliance, and that is honestly why I got hired, is gender equity Title IX. I think that in the past, not now, but in the past, we have been out of compliance. So they added women's volleyball, and then it ended up adding beach volleyball, which is my position. So I'm coaching 2 intercollegiate sports, and so we're actually have more women athletes than male athletes. But just in terms of scheduling gym time, the gymnasium at my college is split between kinesiology classes and also athletic classes, which are classes considered the same from an academic standpoint. However, there's a lot of gym time that's available, and what happens is it typically gets gobbled up by men's basketball without scheduling. Just they're in there all the time shooting, and that can be an equity issue. And so it's been I brought it up at a department meeting, that we need to be cognizant of the time that's being utilized in the gym, because that is a resource for improvement, especially if individuals want to go in and train. So that would be the only thing. Otherwise, our college is great. We only have 6 sports right now, and we're in the building process. So it's not as much as these schools with 10, 15, 20. But still, you have to do things right with what you have. And I think that we're on the right path. I don't think we're perfect, but I think that we're doing a pretty good job based on what I read and the PowerPoint. All right, thanks. Have a great week.